And if we're nervous or upset about anything, he's the perfect person to be there with you.
On the repair shop, Susie and Steve Fletcher have long been the quiet heartbeat of the show. With steady hands and gentle smiles, they restored heirlooms that carried generations of history, bringing families to tears with every finished piece. To millions of viewers, they seemed like the perfect siblings, calm, patient, and always in harmony. But behind the warmth of the barn doors, Susie and Steve carried a story that few ever imagined. A story of hardship, silence, and ultimately, courage. For years, audiences saw only the magic. The scrape of sandpaper, the rhythmic tick of restored clocks, the care with which Susie stitched worn leather. Together, they were more than craftsmen. They were symbols of love, loyalty, and the unshakable bond of family. Yet beneath those quiet smiles lay shadows from their past. Suzie Fletcher's life, in particular, was marked by hidden battles. Growing up in Oxfordshire, her childhood was filled with both laughter and pain. Her mother struggled with severe postnatal depression, while her father endured a nervous breakdown under the weight of it all. To outsiders, their home looked ordinary, even happy. But inside, the siblings learned resilience by surviving storms no one else could see. As an adult, Susie moved to Colorado, seeking a fresh start. But what looked like a new beginning also became another trial. Her marriage, once filled with love, turned dark. She rarely spoke about it, but later revealed moments of deep fear, including one terrifying night when her husband's violence nearly cost her life. Susie admitted, "I honestly thought I was going to die." For decades, she carried that pain silently, pouring her strength into her craft instead. Meanwhile, Steve stayed in Oxfordshire, raising his children and becoming the master clockmaker fans adore today. His calm demeanor masked the weight of holding his family together and shielding his sister from judgment. For both of them, silence wasn't weakness, it was survival. But as the years passed, the cracks in that silence began to show. Susie disappeared from a few episodes, sparking concern among fans. Steve, once unshakable, began opening up in interviews, hinting at the struggles they had long kept hidden. And finally, in a rare moment of honesty, the siblings revealed their truth. Susie and Steve shared their story, not to gain sympathy, but to remind others that healing is possible. They spoke about childhood struggles, about mental health battles, about the scars that shaped them into the compassionate people audiences had come to love. As Susie explained, every stitch she made wasn't just about leatherwork. It was about piecing herself back together. Their story is more than one of restoration. It's about survival, resilience, and the courage to finally break free from silence. By sharing their truth, the Fletcher siblings taught us all that sometimes the greatest restoration isn't of heirlooms, it's of ourselves. What about you? What truth have you carried in silence for too long? And what would it take to finally let it out? This is StarLoop News. Thank you for watching, and if you found this story powerful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another untold story from behind the spotlight.